Having a great Sunday out there. This is Brian back with another Caspa update. You can see I have an alarm set up here, right? I'm expecting us to break up through here, and I'm going to go over this with you here in just a second, tell you what to expect, and tell you to be careful if something does happen here, okay? So first, let's take a look over here at the Block Explorer. Still about the same as it was the other day, right up around 50 petahash. Keeping an eye on that thing because if it starts up around the high 50s, 60s, something big developments coming out here. Obviously, pretty soon they're going to be announcing something. This petahash just keeps going higher and higher. The top addresses, we're going to take a look and see if anybody is adding the big players, or if they're adding to their bags or not here. As soon as this adds it, there we go. Last 24 hours, the sharks are up 0.2%. Whales are down minus 0.4%. 229 humpbacks. What happened here? Yeah, we lost one. All right, went from 230 to 229. All right, so maybe that's where that plus 0.2 came in here. For the 30 days, though, you can see these numbers are up pretty good. The humpbacks, we ended up, what did we lose out of there? There was 8, there's 9. Well, let's see, 11%. Yeah, if that was 10 and it was 10%, that would be 1. So roughly we lost, looks like 1 humpback here. Probably went down to a whale. So, all right, let's move on here, guys. The crypto bubbles. This is for the day. You can see Gala's finally busting out. Boy, I'm expecting Gala to go on a really big run here. This thing is really looking good. Here's Kaspa. We are ranked 45th now. Jeez, hard to believe here. $1.1 billion market cap, 10.73 in volume over the last 24 hours. And if you take a look at these numbers here, these are getting pretty impressive. Look at this week. Look at the numbers out there. Pretty impressive for sure. The month, there you go. Some nice solid numbers. That's what happens when Bitcoin finally decides to move. And like I've said before, during a bull run, these numbers are you'll see stuff like this daily. It's insane. Maybe you won't see, plus 70%. Well, yeah, I've seen it. It gets absolutely nuts. You can tell me getting excited because just seeing these numbers reminds me of the bull run. It really does. In the massive alt season we had. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I really can't. So let's get over here to these charts real quick. I do want to show you, obviously I want to show you Bitcoin here. Right down here. It's up $500 for the day. Now it looks like it's ready to make a run up towards that 36,000. That's the main reason I want to show it to you here. If you look at the 12 hour, the 12 hours reset on the RSI. We got the 8 hour is reset at the bottom, and the 4 hour is getting towards the top here. But with the 8 and the 12 at the bottom, you got your weekly still coming up. All right, and you got your monthly turning back up. That's trying to turn back up. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to make a run at that 36,000, possibly within the next few days. Look at that nice big green monthly candle. That is a winner there. Let's see what this has been for the month. That's impressive for Bitcoin. 32% for the month. That is awesome. That's why we're getting the numbers we're getting. All right, over on Bitcoin dominance, that's the monthly. There you can see that monthly is still bullish there for the Bitcoin dominance. The weekly still coming up. The daily, you can see we hit that first target, that 1618. Boy, I love these Fibonacci's, man. They just are beautiful. Look at that. It gave a 1.618 target. Came up and hit it. It went over it a little bit, 54.37, but 54.1 target. Look at that. The 12 hour is bearish, coming down. Well, you can see how high it got on the RSI down here at the bottom. Look at that. That thing went up to 85. All right. The 8 hour is reset. So the next target up for this thing is way up here at 57. That's the 2618, and that lines up with some major areas up here. You can see that was a major support through here, so a major area up here. Hopefully it gets rejected. Let's see if this lines up with anything else real quick. Let's take a Fibonacci and put it right up here, pull it over. We're not going to get perfect here, but yeah, that would be about a 50% retracement. Nothing bad. Seeing if maybe it would come up to a 618 or something in there, but it's not. So let's move on down through here. The Dow Jones, boy, it was down $360 yesterday. Starting to lose this wedge formation. Look at this. Starting to break through it. We got the weekly reset, which is massive. We need that so bad. The monthly is bearish. The weekly's reset. The daily is just about reset. So expecting a move out of this thing, almost looks like this thing ended up coming down. We do Elliott waves all the time. 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So hopefully a bottom came in here on this thing and we can start heading up. That'd be nice to see. The Dixie 106.5. Still hoping this thing. Well, not hoping. That's all right if it rolls over from here. But we got the daily still heading up. We got the weekly right at the very top here. And I think the monthly's reset. It is. All right, so we'll see what happens with this DXY. But we're looking forward to come up to that 109 to 110 and then get rejected. 108 to 109, preferably. That would be your B wave right up to here. And then a C wave down. But we'll see how this plays out. This thing, who knows? It could bust through here and head and make an all-time high for all we know. All we can do is give it our best educated shot here and see what happens. Total market cap is up 16.5 billion. You can see here it is just breaking up through. Broke through that 786 up here, like we said. The first target up here would be 1.4 trillion. This is the total market cap. On the monthly, it's right at the top on the RSI. The weekly is still coming up. The daily's at the top. Look how busted up through there. Now it's just kind of going sideways here, flirting with this over here. It did make a higher high, but just barely. The total market cap without Bitcoin, right on the verge of breaking out of this sloping resistance here. Look at this sloping resistance. If it can get a breakout out of there. Now we have a bullish weekly on this thing. The monthly 62.5 and a 62.9. Very close. But look how low it is down here. It's at a 47. So that gives us a good indication. And it doesn't normally, if you look at this thing, it normally doesn't go below the 47 or the 42 here. I mean, we're at a 47 now, but look, this thing has never gone, below this area right here. So, good indication that it could push up here, which that's what we want to see out of the total too. That's the altcoins. That's not Bitcoin, and it'd be nice to get a nice big bounce out of this thing. So let's go back to Caspa here, because I believe some stuff is going to happen here, and it could happen very soon. So I want to get this video out. Let me get this out of here. There we go. It wouldn't take it off the other day. That's why I had to push it the whole way down there. The weekly, all right, that weekly wants to turn back up. It's at a 29 and a 31. Look at it, trying to curve back up here. All right, we're getting very close to our all-time high. All right, the daily is right up, actually flipped bullish, 87 and a 79. Okay, right up there. We have the 12-hour is down at the bottom, coming up. It's about halfway back up, 54 and a 42. It's bullish. The 8-hour is also bullish at a 93 and an 81. All right, now let's look and see if there's any bearish divergences here. Let's look at the 4 hour. Come on, load up here. Okay, we have that low. All right, that looks all right. Let's look at the 12-hour here. We have this high, lower high so far. No, I don't see any bearish divergences here, okay? But I absolutely see this, and I'm sure you guys do too. 2, 3, 4, and a fifth wave up here, okay? Now, where's this targeted? I would be very careful. I'm expecting a new all-time high. Not financial advice, guys. Not a financial advisor. You guys have been watching this channel long enough. I give it my best educated shot by the RSIs, and everything else. We take a look at these charts daily. My target for this is right up at 0.056. That is the target the Fibonacci's given me. It's not my target. It's the Fibonacci's target. 0.056. We start up getting up towards those areas. If we do set a new all-time high here, which I'm expecting that, be very careful, okay? I would be watching these RSIs, and hopefully it doesn't spike up there real fast before I get the next video out, and we'll take a look at the RSIs and see if we're getting overextended or what's going on here. Okay, but this weekly, it's at a 28 and a 31. All right, you can see it's trying to turn back up, and who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky, and maybe we'll blast right out of this thing and head out this top side. That would be fantastic. That would actually be incredible, especially if this weekly ends up turning back up again, this weekly RSI, and we get a bust out of this level, like we've shown before in the measured move for that thing, even if we take it in the middle, put it on top here, a measured move would put that, up at 9.1 roughly, all right. Let's get this off here. There we go. I want to keep my other one there. But on the other side, if this breaks down, which I just don't, that's not going to happen. It's not going to come back down to a penny. So the chances of it heading the other way are probably, I don't know. We'll see here. Okay, some extensions, some targets that it gives us. If we go off this fib right over here, the previous all-time high, some targets it gives us are up at 0.062, and then it goes up, up to 9.5. All right, now does that match up with this at all? Let's get this measurement here. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna have to open up my screen a little bit more. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's take it right there. Slide it up here, and let's see if that lines up with anything. Well, we'll see what happens, because quite honestly, if I would have took the measurement where I was supposed to, normally you take it right at the beginning of the wedge. Well, hold on. To your first touch to the bottom roughly, right about there, and then take it up there. All right, where's that put us? Well, not a whole lot higher. But these two are kind of lining up together, not too far off of each other. So does that mean we're going to break out of the top? It doesn't mean anything, but, it might give us a little bit of a clue. But like I said, I would be extremely careful. Once we start hitting that first target area, if we break up through here and set a new all-time high, okay, I would be watching, and I'll try to get a video out as quick as I can if we get up there. With the fib on here, it's going to put us right near the top up here of this range. And there we go. Right up around 0.05556, right up around there. And right from here, that would be a, what is it, 7% move. So not that much higher, to set a new all-time high. And with the 8 and the 12 reset and the daily still heading up, I think we got a very good shot at it. So we'll see if we get some volume coming in here. That's what we really need. We need to see a volume spike come in here, and that would definitely, definitely help this thing out. Not a whole lot coming in here. There's 33 million, 32 million. So, all right, but keep an eye. If we break through this 0.053, if we take out this high here, look out. Here it comes. So keep an eye on that 0.053. All right, we break through there, and this thing could really get exciting. What is it exactly? 0.0531, call it. 0.0531. Keep an eye on that number. We break that, we take out this high, and then it looks like we're heading up to that 5.5 cent area. All right, guys, thank you very much. Have a great day. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.